teachers in our times were a bit very, very, very strict, and they would cane us. Sometimes you can get to a point where a teacher writes a dose for you. He can if you've made a mistake, maybe for example you've done something that is different from what is expected from you, a teacher will recommend you to a dose, and that dose is being canned. Like there's a day I remember I've been given a dose of about 10 strokes of cans in a day. So he has a diary. I think it's a kind of a diary where he will tally all those prescriptions. I usually go every day for those cans, and the teacher will mark if I came on Monday, I came on Tuesday and took the prescriptions. He will tick, and I'm telling you, it was a bit painful. If a teacher tells you 10 strokes of can, they're not just any 10 strokes of can. If you've been Africa and this plant, a fruit called guava, it has a very strong can, of which when you want to maybe strike a person, it will take a lot of energy or even a lot of time for it to break, and it's very, very painful. You will be like, a teacher will give you 10 stroke of cans at one single point. You can imagine how that pain it is. So like if I give you the breakthrough from Monday to Friday, those are the weekdays. Usually learn from Mondays to Fridays, but on Saturdays it's a bit different, because Saturdays you're given time to do your cleanings, laundry work and all that. Talking about laundry work. Okay, every school gives us time for laundry work, even girls schools and even boys schools. But as you know, most boys are not that very clean, so someone might take Saturday as a time or like an opportunity to go and do maybe playing outside. Someone sweats and comes back in class with dirty clothes, dirty shirts. And remember, we usually wore a very white, I think it's t-shirts, and it was very, very cumbersome to clean those t-shirts spotlessly clean. And I'm telling you the fact that I've been in that situation also. So for the sake of me, I've been in a high school in Africa, and I was born in Africa, my motherland, Kenya, and everything. I can just praise my country. Every country has its own problems and challenges, as you know. Even you can say Ukraine and Russia are conflicting each other, but we pray that everything is gonna work very well, because there's nothing good as peace and love and happiness. We pray for those countries to come up and reconsider having peace talks, and life is a bit very hard. Okay, for me, let me just say differently from my own perspective. I remember when I joined Form 1, there was in high school, maybe in primary schools, you will be given questions, and you're given a choice. Maybe they ask you what is for example, let me say, in primary school, what does it mean by the word zoology? That's in a primary perspective. So we are given choice A, choice B, choice C, and choice D to choose on. If you are that kind of a person who, when you look at those choices, you can just use elimination method and get to a right answer. But when I went into high school, things went on a different way. No one told me about how to answer those questions. So my first time when I interacted with an examination from high school, I got used to choices, and marks. Every question you are given a mark. Like if you choose an option A, you are given 2 marks. Now, when I went to high school, things just were just different. So like I can imagine the question. I remember there's a time the question just we were given a question and I saw 10 marks. So I was wondering, what's this 10 marks for? I just answered one question and I get just 10 marks for free. Man, I tell you, I was so dumb. I could not even try to think why they gave me 10 marks, and they just asked me a simple question and it was just 10 marks. I really just didn't know what to put in there. So you can imagine I just answered a one statement, or let me just say I just answered a very simple answer and I left it from there because I knew it was 10 marks with a single answer. So I could imagine, wow, just 10 marks, just one answer. Oh my god, I was very dumb. So I remember that exam, it was not a full paper. It was just they say math, English, Kiswahili, chemistry. It was combined. It was not even a full paper. So whatever you get from that paper, it's all you need in your results. And remember, those exams were set so that our parents who were waiting eagerly to see what kind of progress the children are making from their first experience in Form 1. So the next time the parents were coming, and I just failed terribly because you cannot be given 10 marks and you answer a very simple question. Simple answer. You just say you're given 10 marks and you answer one, and then you expect to be given 10 marks. Oh my god. So imagine I did all those in all my exam. The only thing where I got lucky is mathematics, because mathematics usually they just give you marks for the methods, not even for the answer. But English, Kiswahili, and the likes, what I failed terribly. So I got a D. You can imagine almost getting an E. And my performance that I came from primary, they were at least better. I got a B plus when I was in primary school, but my first experience in Form 1, I got a deviation. In fact, I got a deviation of I think -7 from the overall marks I got. So my parents came, but I did not want them to come because I knew they will not be happy about my performance. It was a very bad day. I had a lot of stress. I had stress, not even a lot of stress. I had just stress. I was almost getting into depression. But as a man, you have to talk, you have to address the issue directly and tell them what really happened. If you know you can make it, then you know where you went wrong, and that's where you need to do some changes from that place, and then you go ahead. So my parents came, they saw my marks, and my dad usually are straightforward. I think most African dads are straightforward. They just don't beat around the bush, because you are coming to address a man. Your dad is a man, and for me, I was a man. So he came to address me as a man, because life, you'll not be always under their umbrella all the time. So they need to also try to train you to be kind of a good, or someone who will be efficient in future. So my dad just came, looked my performance, and in fact he said, I just came and I knew where you will be like. So I tried going from the back of the last page to get your name. So I started from the bottom going up. So my mom also laughed about it, and it was kind of a funny moment. It was humorous. I also almost laughed because it's kind of very humorous, and no one could imagine I would have got such kind of performance. But I really learned from that. So from that day, that was my first experience when I was in high school, because sometimes you usually learn from mistakes. Then leaving that aside, there's usually Mondays to Fridays. Those the learning times from Monday to Friday. Those days are the learning times. And Saturdays and Sundays it's laundry work. So mostly every school usually does the laundry works on Saturdays and Sundays. So whether boys school or girls schools, laundry work is only on Saturdays and Sundays. And mostly we also had the Christian unions and entertainment at the same time on Saturdays mostly. So that's the only time I usually love to go on Saturdays because of entertainment. And many boys are not very clean, so I guess even on Saturdays you'll just see less laundry work going on, and many people who are just working here and there, just trying to buy time, so that our entertainment time usually it was only at 6 in the evening up to 10 in the evening at the same time. So that's the only time we guys we should always, you can just jump and scream to your last air, because it's one of the favorite days. And that's where I came to realize more about music when I was in Form 1. Though I knew music when I was even also in primary school. I had Rihanna, I had Ariana Grande, because I usually listened to English radio stations, mostly like Kicks 100. And thank you, Kicks 100, for giving me that chance listening to those favorite artists. And that's when I came to realize Rihanna, mostly how she was very beautiful. Ariana Grande, Selena Gomez, Nicki Minaj, and there are so many more. And I was forgetting Iggy Azalea. Iggy Azalea, she is also one of the most celebrated artists. But one of the most celebrated artists I would have ever tried even to make my mind or even my thoughts. Sometimes you could even dream about a celebrity, and I think the one that numerously came into my dreams is Rihanna. I don't know why. Rihanna, she's the most beautiful girl. I think just because maybe if you look at her family, she originates from Africa, I guess so, if I'm right. And she's very, very beautiful. Even her current life right now, she has gone a lot of challenges, though she's a billionaire. You can imagine, she is a billionaire, but she's going through challenges. So who are you not go into challenges? So challenges are part of life, and I guess it is what it is. Wow, I just really want to meet Rihanna one day, and I know it's a dream come true. It will. Rihanna is one of the most celebrated artists I've ever tried to think about and try to meet, because she's original, and her voice is just, oh my god, I don't even have to say it. Her voice is one of the most favorite. You could even hear in your stereo systems. Ariana Grande, she was also very beautiful, and I also really want to meet her. It's just a matter of time, and I think dreams are also valid. I'm sorry for sweating. Sweating is not even the most important thing here. The most important thing is for you to get my point here right. So guys, if you really enjoyed watching this video, you can only support this channel by subscribing, by telling a friend about this channel, by sharing this channel to your friends, and tell the friends more about DJ Cliff. I'm a DJ, but I usually also do videos like this, so it's not all about cross DJs and all that. Please make sure you subscribe, make sure to tell a friend about this. I've not completed my story yet, so I'll continue from the next video. The only thing you can only do, my dear guys, make sure please you subscribe, and I'll be very grateful. Thank you guys. So let's meet up to the next time. Bye bye. So peace.